Hello Sagittarius, my name is Megan and welcome to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like and comment on this video if it just so happens to resonate with you. My readings are for sun, moon, and rising signs. We're going to take a look today, Sag, at the person that is on your mind currently. Let's get into it. Make sure my mic's on there. What's going on with Sag and their person? The Hierophant reverse. Are you dealing with somebody who's non-committal and likes to really sort of go about their options? Yeah, this is somebody who, at least right now in their life, they're uncommittal. You could be dealing with a Taurus, but this is somebody who, again, like I said, uncommittal. They're sort of out exploring what options are available to them. I am getting for some of you, though, that's not just love, that's also career. They're sort of exploring in their mind what they can do to sort of break out of this system. But this energy is very non-committal. You're dealing with somebody who's very, very selfish, very, very low vibrational, very, very much so. This is somebody who would have absolutely no problem stabbing you in the back if it meant like a better option in their eyes, right? That's because you're dealing with somebody very, very shallow. And with this Five of Swords energy here, you could be dealing with somebody who's a life path 5 or born on a 5-day. In numerology, 5 is actually the number of sex. Non-committal energy, sort of always needing change, needing to be moving around, traveling. It's not all bad, but unhealed 5s, right? 5's lesson within this life. I've known people who have been born on a 5-day and they're a life at 5. Oh my goodness. No, I love the 5 energy, but what I'm trying to get at is the 5 sort of shadow side that they really need to work on and overcome in this lifetime. To really pass this incarnation specifically, is they really need to work on holding back that sexual energy, especially when it comes to a lot of fleeting, temporary connections. And I am absolutely getting this energy from this person. You're dealing with somebody who it's like, what's the flavor of the week, right? And Sag, you don't want to just be a flavor of the week. You don't. You know, you want something real. You want someone who's going to be there for you. This person is they wouldn't think twice. They would not think twice because they don't care about your feelings when they're doing shady things or stabbing you in the back or going after another option. They're not even thinking about you at all. They're only thinking about satisfying their own ego. So even if you do bring this up, like you don't like this, that this person's doing these things, even if you were to bring it up or if you have, you know, this person doesn't care. They're just going to tell you what they want to hear. But this person needs to overcome the shadow side to themselves, whether they're a life path 5 or not. I'm just heavily picking up on that. But it's very non-committal energy. This person, it's also like some of you might have a friend in your midst that if you've been divorced recently or went through a breakup recently, you might have a friend in your midst that's like about to stab you in the back and sort of go after your past person. That's just a message for a few of you out there, but I had to say it. Yeah, this energy is not good. I'm probably gonna have to say here in a minute, but but they do, I mean, they do feel, this person has a hard time connecting with anybody emotionally, but if they were going to, it would be with you. They do feel a connection with you, but and they love that you're sort of just happy on your own, you know, to yourself. They really sort of view you as this really beautiful enigma, and they do sense that there's a really special connection between the both of you, but they know that nothing can sort of transpire here, at least not right now, because at a subconscious level, I don't even think this person realizes it consciously, they know that they're not good enough for you. And they're not, right? They're not. If they're in this 5 of Swords energy, willing to stab you in the back, out looking for other options, non-committal with that Hierophant reversed, well, they're not a vibrational match to you, who's literally just happy in your own divine energy, no matter what you're doing, Sag. You could be playing guitar, playing music, you could be outside just sort of looking at nature, you could be playing with animals or children, you could be cooking, you could be doing all of these things. And it's like anytime this person sort of sees you doing any of these, or see you on social media, sort of living your best life, just really being happy within your own energy. This person really, really admires that about you, because this person is somebody who's codependent. They need other energies. That's why they're always looking for other options. They need other energies to validate themselves. And you're an enigma to this person, because they're so curious as to why you don't need validation from others. And this person has a lot of growing to do, like I said. You guys are worlds apart vibrationally. That's probably why you're here at this reading, sort of confused about this person, but they do feel a very strong friendship with you, I'm getting. Not that they've friend zoned you, but it's like you are very special to this person. You are much more than just an option, like a sexual option to this person, but this person cares about you in a deeper way than that. Right? I'm not saying that they're not attracted to you. It's just sort of a different connection. They do value your worth. You could have been friends with this person for a long time. Maybe you know of their sort of player ways, but yeah, this is somebody who would not hesitate to stab someone in the back. I am getting the message though, except for when it comes to you, but not in a romantic sense. Just they're very protective of you, because you are very happy within your own energy. You guys have a very strong bond where this person does care about you, just at a soul spirit level, regardless of anything romantic. I feel like this person would protect you if you guys were ever in a situation where that needed to be done. But when it comes to the end of the day, this person just simply can't quite start a new cycle, can't quite turn this wheel of fortune into good luck. They can't quite turn it around quite yet, because they're not in the vibration to treat you like the Empress is how they see you. They see you very, very differently than how they act out in the world. You're someone that they take very, very seriously. You're someone that they actually view as a lot better than them. They view you as sort of being able to have whoever you want, although that being said, they really, again, I'm getting the message, they really value this friendship quite a bit, but they say your future is sort of settling down, being very much, again, happy in your own energy, right? Very abundant, having children, having a very beautiful life. And I think this person just inherently knows that they can't, at least right now where they're at, they're just not in the energy to be able to give that to you. I mean, they're just not. They could have recently really become successful, and maybe they're at a point in their life where they just want to sort of explore options. But again, this is, you probably, Sag, don't even want to be. I know you want to be heart-wise, but logically wise, if you get involved with this person, they're very, very likely to see a shiny object off in the distance and go run and stab you in the back. So some connections, even though we feel like it's romantic and we're really all about it romantically, sometimes the universe has us meet people for different reasons. And what I'm really getting for you in this connection is that, they see you in a very, very beautiful light, and I don't feel like they want to ruin that or taint that in any way, but it's much more than that. This is a friendship that could be lifelong. And I'm not saying that anything romantic won't happen down the line. I'm just saying it's probably not going to happen now, because like I said, this person has a lot of low vibrational tendencies with that 5 of Swords cards there and the 7 of Cups that they need to overcome. This person basically is not ready for you yet, but they feel like they can count on you. They do feel a very, very strong bond with you. How does this person... Yeah, they feel like if they were to come into your life, that they would... That came out in the reverse. That they would sort of mess up what you have going on within yourself, with being very, very happy and content, just sort of all on your own. This is something that they really admire about you, and they feel like if they brought their tainted energy that they know they vibrate low right now. They know this. They're just not willing to sort of change their non-committal ways yet. That's not what they want to do, and we all have free will at the end of the day. But they feel like if you guys were to enter into a romantic connection at this time, that they would ruin this about you. They would stress you out, because they are non-committal, and they don't want to hurt you in that way, because again, there is a strong bond here. They don't view you like they view all these other options, that they view just sexually. There's an emotional component to this and a friendship component to this that is very, very hard to sort of bring into the romantic world. I'm not saying that will ever happen, but it's very much the energy of this person doesn't want to taint you with their low vibrational energy, which actually is probably going to create good karma for them, because they don't want to hurt you despite them being a very selfish, backstabbing person. And that just again shows that they do care about you at some very, very deep level. Again, with this person can be very financially successful. What is the advice for Sag? Strength card reversed. You could be dealing with a Leo. So the strength, or the advice is just to be, it's in the reverse. So the advice is to really sort of just work on being even keel in your life. Really just sort of appreciate this connection maybe for what it is, right? Sometimes we always try to make things more, but the more we try, the more we repel it because of the law of attraction. So the advice is really just try to stay calm and enjoy this connection for what it is. You know, communicate with this person at a friendship level. Just, you know, reach out, be there for this person. And I do feel like this person would be there for you if you were ever sort of in a situation where you needed help, because again, there's this level of friendship here, and they view you as just such an enigma that they don't feel good enough for. So that is what I have for you, Sagittarius. Hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time.